Guys, welcome to class. So let's look at something called allergies. Yeah. Have you gone to the hospital and your doctor says that says she's allergic to peanut butter, she's allergic to groundnut, she's allergic to butter itself, implies she's allergic to whether let's say sardines, and you might want to treat you for that. Or instances, you might say, you know what, let me take care of these drugs. You're allergic to this drug, stop taking it. Well, basically what you are experiencing is what they call hypersensitivity. So in summary, what you are experiencing is what you call hypersensitivity. By extension, what you mean is hypersensitivity of the immune system. Hypersensitivity of the immune system. So hypersensitivity of the immune system to certain environmental antigens. Yeah, that's it. To certain environmental antigens called allergens. So what is happening is that it's just like an excessive reaction of your immune system to, in most cases, unharmful, not dangerous, or let's say unharmful antigens. Environmental antigens, which you call allergens. It could be sawdust. It could be animal skin. You understand? There are some people like this that when they see dog, or let's say for instance they see a dog and they get allergic to the dog. It happens. Let's say you give your friend a cat now. For example, you give your friend a cat and for a birthday, let's say she was turning, say 18, and they say, oh, let me give you this pet cat for you to keep. Sometimes the cat can induce an allergic reaction in your friend, in the sense that the skin of the cat, whenever your friend tries to hold the cat and play with the cat, she realized after she have dropped the cat, she still have this kind of itchy feeling around her, and she can start presenting with other symptoms like vomiting or having an headache. That's what you call an allergic reaction. So the antigen, the environmental antigen, is the skin, that fur of the cat. And the hypersensitivity, the hyper reaction of the immune system to that is what is now causing the presentation, those symptoms of fever and vomiting. So hypersensitivity in that sense is indicating a immune sensitivity. So that means that the first time the cat came in, the immune system was sensitized. Like I said, in quote, the environmental antigen is always harmless, but there's just this kind of excessive reaction of your immune system to that antigen. So the first time the cat was brought, the immune system must have recognized it and must have recognized that antigen. So the next time you try to bring the cat close to herself, she's going to start presenting that way. You'll be like, it's just a cat. What is happening? There's nothing wrong. But what is happening is that the immune system is working against an antigen which is presenting as the fur of that cat. That's what you call hypersensitivity allergic reaction. Why is this very important? It's very important because let's take, for example, you are allergic to peanut butter. If your friends don't know, let's say you are so hungry, your friend likes peanut butter, got bread, he has put 2 slices, plastered them together with peanut butter. I was about to eat it and you just come in and you're like, I'm so hungry, please. I just need something, please. Anything. I don't have anything. This is all I have. You want to take this slice of bread? Just bring it. I don't care. But because she was too hungry, on a normal day, if she's in her right senses, she's in control of everything, she'll ask you, is there peanut butter there? But she was too hungry. She just picks up the peanut butter and she eats. And the next thing, she might just slump and start convulsing. And next day, there's pandemonium and rushing out to the hospital. And all he kept on saying on the way is, I only gave her bread and butter. Bread and butter. What is happening? What just happened is what you call anaphylactic shock. Just telling yourself, I only give her bread and butter. Where you just induce an anaphylactic shock. So, why is allergies important? This is your multi-million naira answer. Anaphylactic shock is like an acute response, an acute severe response to an allergen. It can induce an anaphylactic shock. And what do we mean by shock? Shock is the situation where the body cells are shocked. Why? Because the supply of blood to those cells have significantly reduced, so they are shocked. The heart is not pumping enough, the cells are not receiving enough, so there's this kind of acute shutdown of the body system. So that's what, and that induced by that allergic reaction. Induced by the allergic reaction. That's why it's very, very good to observe and to be mindful of allergies. It's very good to be mindful of allergies because the immune system is going to react. So if somebody is allergic in peanut butter, ensure you don't give person something that has peanut butter. And that person says should avoid taking things that contain peanut butter. There are some people like this that they cannot stay around the sawmill because the sawmill does, they're allergic to it. And if it continues like that, it could be a time where the immune system might be so excessive reaction that it can induce an anaphylactic shock, and people can actually die from anaphylactic shock if it's not well managed, because we are looking at an extreme hypoperfusion of the tissues, and a situation where even the heart itself will not receive enough blood. You're going to have a ischemia. Ischemia is going to be having the heart reduced blood flow to the heart tissues. There's going to be death of the cardiac muscles. You're going to have an infarction, myocardial infarction, and that can lead to heart failure, and which can eventually lead to death. So that's the reason why allergies is something you should be observant of. See you in the next class.